Okay, this video is going to be kind of disorganized, but if you want the answer to the title up front, here it is. Process your emotions. But if you keep watching, I'll explain what this actually means, and why you're not doing it most of the time, and why this will actually solve everything. Ever wonder what all these books with different solutions have in common? There's a bunch of them out there, and they all seem to have some single solution that'll heal you, fix you, solve everything. But do you ever wonder if any of these actually work? And if so, why they work? How can there be 100 different solutions to all your problems, but they're also the one solution that you need to deal with your emotions? Essentially, here's what they're all doing. They're getting you to feel, but not just feel, but feel in a more discovery, experiential sort of way, where you're actually going in your body and feeling what's going on and sitting with the emotion. This means you're not just cognizing your emotions or just feeling the surface or labeling them or CBTing them out of existence. You're actually feeling them, as in taking your awareness and putting it on or next to the actual emotion or the feeling. But why is this so hard to do on our own? How come a method is being made to do something so simple? Because feeling is actually kind of vague. As in, you have a million different labels for the different things you experience internally, and most of them were given to you as a child. And lots of them are slightly off, if not wrong, when discerning your internal map. And there's thousands of emotions and blind spots that you don't actually know how to distinguish yet. So these processes are ways for you to actually look internally long enough to curiously inquire what's actually going on, and then to be able to make those distinctions. And when you have those distinctions, you can actually fully feel them and then release them. Additionally, these solutions usually have a step for you to either alter or let go of the stories that you associate with these feelings as well. So, how do you start to process it? Honestly, a whole video could be dedicated to how to actually process and let go of these emotions. But in short, be curious about what you're experiencing instead of trying to fix it. And then change the story or association that you have with that feeling. The reason you want to be curious is because it lets you get more clarity on what's happening internally when you experience something. You get to see the memories, the way something feels, the images, sounds, and more of a somatic sense of what this thing that's happening internally actually is. And when you try to fix what's happening internally instead, you actively suppress or push it away. One thing I do sometimes is if I notice that I'm trying to fix an emotion, I'll actually let myself be curious about that feeling of trying to fix it. I might ask myself, why am I trying to fix it? Am I trying to avoid something? Am I trying to rush through it because maybe I'm afraid to experience it in the moment? Do I maybe feel pain or shame associated with the emotion that I'm trying to fix? Asking these questions are useful because it takes away the shame from whatever you're feeling and actually lets you gain clarity on whatever's happening internally. And as your awareness of your internal landscape grows, you'll be able to make decisions that are actually independent of whatever's happening internally or whatever triggers might be setting you off. In a future video, I'll detail what I do to process and distinguish whatever's happening internally and the steps I actually take to gain clarity, especially when I'm feeling very disconnected or dysregulated with myself.